headed to Tennessee to do some fishing in the morning. We're packing up the boat and packing up the truck right now. On our way back home tomorrow, we're gonna drop these off to somebody. And I think a lot of you guys will probably know who he is, so stick around for that. But yeah, we're gonna finish getting the boat and truck packed up, ready to head south tomorrow. We'll see you guys there. So I had planned on fishing Watts Bar Lake today. I was gonna drag some ledges, but the problem with that is I don't have any fresh skipjack, and I'm worried that if I try to get fresh skipjack out on the lake this time of year, I'm gonna spend half the day trying to get bait. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start out below the dam. I'm gonna catch some fresh skipjack. I'm gonna go downstream and do some catfishing. If the action's not good, we might load the boat up and head down to the lake. We're just gonna see how it goes. So we'll see you guys in a few. Alright y'all, so I'm just using a sabiki rig that I cut down. I cut it in half and I tied on I think that's a 3/8 spoon. I like to take those treble hooks off and put J hooks on there, but I don't have any J hooks with me small enough to put on there, but we'll see what happens. I'm basically using this for my weight anyway. I've already seen a lot of people catching skipjack. All around us they're catching them, so. There he is. Oh yeah, they're in here. It's kind of popping a little bit. There he is. There.
Oh.
This is. Let's just do this all day.
Oh!
Big.
It's like a sturgeon.
You sure it's a skipjack?
It's a skipjack.
Oh my God. Oh, you got two monsters here. One of them got off. He had two of them bad boys on.
That's bigger than the last one.
Oh my gosh, I just set this one down and it had one on it.
Oh, big one. God.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, since these skipjack are biting so good, I'm gonna take advantage of it. I got 4 bags of ice with me. I'm gonna fill up one of these coolers and pack them in ice and take them home and put them in the freezer, because I haven't stocked up on any skipjack. My freezer's empty, and I normally try to keep 100 or so for when they get tough to catch in the summer. So I'm gonna fill that white cooler right there up and pack it in ice. I can probably get about 30 to 50 in there. Once I get it topped off with ice and everything and it's full, I'm gonna throw about 10 in that blue cooler, and that's what I'm gonna fish with today. All right, guys, that's the way you want to do it. Pack them in there as tight as you can on ice and shut the lid. Don't open it till you get home. I think we're going to end up staying here today. There's more current than I figured there was going to be, which I like that. I think we're going to head down the river here in a minute and see about getting on a flathead. All spring I've been bumping. I haven't anchored any. But before I head down the river, I'm going to make one pass with my bumping rod down through here. There's a drop off behind me under this bridge. It goes from 10 to 20, and there's just fish are just stacked on that ledge. Now most of them look small, but I'm gonna put a big piece of bait on, see if there's a bigger one down there that wants to bite. I know I've explained it a lot in my other videos, but since there's probably some new people watching, I just got I think that's a 3-ounce weight, about a 24-inch dropper loop. That's 20-pound monofilament. And then we got 60-pound monofilament for my hook line with extra swivel right here in the middle. And then we just got a 3-way swivel right here with some 65-pound braid. That's all there is to it. This is probably the most natural presentation you can give a fish in current, because that's exactly how a catfish feeds. You know, they stage up behind stuff, little current breaks, and they wait on injured bait fish or whatever it may be below these dams. Well, that's exactly what you're doing with a piece of bait whenever you walk these baits out behind the boat, bumping, whatever you want to call it. Fish, fish, fish. As soon as my bait got to that little drop off, I had 3 bites. I had 3 fish get off, and I got one on now. So we done got the skunk out of the boat within the first. Oh, that ain't a bad fish. We might make another drift through there. We got the skunk out of the boat within the first 3 minutes of having the bait in the water. There he is, guys. First one of the day. They're gonna get bigger from here. I can guarantee you that. This is a good day to be out on the water. Everything's just right. Look at this kid. He done looked at me and said, "Dad, did I use too much?" Got enough to put on me, you, a guy we're on a bank. All right, let's see how long it takes to catch another one, or at least get bit. All right, we're getting back in the zone here. So my bait's basically under the boat right now because the water's so shallow. I'm not getting a lot of pull. The more line you have out, the deeper the water, the more pull you'll get. But once we go over this drop off right here, that 3-ounce sinker, there's a fish already right under the boat. Good Lord. Look at this. That's just so fun, man. You can't beat this. I mean, I caught him in 10 foot of water right under the boat. They're just stacked in here on this drop off. Twin to that last one we caught. Look, has he got a line coming out of him? He ate my sinker.
He did.
Yeah, he ate the sinker too. Let go, buddy. What about that? He's all beat up. All right, let's see if we can get one more on this head. "32 foot of water right here." I can't believe that. Went from 10 to 32. There he is. That might be a better fish. He hit different. Come here, Landon. Wrecking the boat. Like the ones we've been catching it. Man, that fish is beat up. Real dark colored. I'm gonna total the boat here on this bridge.
Take it down. He's
weird. Look at the color of that fish. All right, number 3 in about 10 minutes. Well, y'all gonna get tired of watching this. It's just the instant. As soon as you drop the bait, it's got a fish on it over and over again. We just need about a 70 or 80. I'm gonna get as close to this bridge pillar as I can because that's where the deep water's at. We're gonna try to walk it right down in that hole. Be a good place for a big flathead to be laying too. I thought I was hung and I went to pull it up off the bottom. That fish can't be done fighting. Landon, I got a daggone 40-pounder back here wrapped up. Get the net. He got wrapped up. He's gonna freak out if he There he goes. Now he's gonna fight. Gosh. There was a big fish laying down there. Yeah, guys, I hooked him. And he made one hard run and wrapped himself up and just come floating to the top. You know, he couldn't move. And then when he came unwrapped, he freaked out. He ain't no 40 pounder, but that's a nice fish. Good job, Landon. This fish has got somebody else's line down in his throat, and he's got a bunch of it hanging out of his mouth too. I don't think there's a hook or anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do this without hurting him or hurting myself. It's literally just wrapped around right there. Never seen anything like that. There was no hook, unless the hook's already rusted out and it just got, I bet that's what happened. You can see the damage right there where the hook was. Man, they're fired up. All right, we're gonna get him back in. We made his day, didn't we?
Yeah. Possibly his life.
Yeah. All right, y'all, we're really going downriver this time. We're going to anchor up. If there's nothing going on down there, if we're not getting much action, at least we have a spot we can come back to where we know we can catch some fish. We got a big rock bluff, a bunch of rock down in the water. There's a 60-foot hole right out here and a mud bank on the other side with some wood on it. We're gonna anchor on it for a minute. And I've marked another spot up the river a ways there. We're gonna hit on the way back if this spot doesn't work out. You see how there's huge rocks down there on the bottom. That's all good places for flatheads to be hiding. There's even some fish hanging out behind it there. A lot of stuff going on here. We got a fish on. We got a fish on. Yeah, it's on. Oh!
What's going on?
Still home? We'll leave pressure on him for a minute. He's on there. He just hung.
No. Do we need the net?
I got it over here. Everything just started happening all at one time. We got a fish hung over here on this rod. We're getting bites on 2 or 3 different rods, and this one went down and started ripping drag. So, I don't think it's a flathead. I haven't felt any head shakes, but he came up high in the water column when I hooked him, which is normally what a blue does. A flathead normally stays towards the bottom. But I'm not pulling on him too hard because I don't want him to come to the top in this current. I'm just holding pressure on him, trying to get him to swim to the boat. When you dragging big fish on top, that's when bad things happen. All right, it's a blue. I feel him rolling now. It's gonna be a decent fish. I'd say it's like a 20-pound blue. I see the bait, or the sinker.
Well,
It's a nice blue.
that's a nice one.
I was really wanting to see a flathead, but can't complain with a fish like that. Well, he's beat up, isn't he?
See its chin?
Oh my God. He is in bad. His mouth is, that's nasty looking, ain't it?
I know, it's like, look.
Oh, that's bone. I bet he's done that to himself, rubbing on rocks down there. Yeah, I bet he's done that to himself. That's his jawbone.
God.
I don't think that was from a hook at all.
No.
See the inside, there's nothing all the way through. It was definitely, he definitely done that to himself. Pretty good sized fish, but man, he is destroyed. But check this out, guys. I mean, that is just unbelievable to me. And like I said, the inside of his mouth is perfect. There's no sign. I mean, he's obviously done that on the rocks. It's not just this fish either. We've seen a bunch of fish with marks like this on them from, I guess, just being down in the rocks. It's like they're spawning, but it's too early for that, I would think. It's crazy. All right, let's put him back in there. Let him go heal up some. Straight down. Bite. Be going with it, Landon. Come get your fish. Reel down on him. Reel down on him. Pull on him a little bit. Get that hook in him. All right, you good. What's he feel like?
Pull a little bit there.
Might surprise you. Well, this turned out to be a great day, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Got skipjack for the freezer. Catching a lot of nice fish. I guess try to bring him up kind of slow because he was in about 65 foot of water. That was the farthest one I had out. That one had a chunk on it. I remember it's a smaller hook, 7/0 hook. So we sat here for probably close to an hour. We caught several fish, but it's really not on fire, and my baits are probably about washed out now. And I don't feel like it's been good enough to us to put fresh baits back out here. Man, I'm wanting to go back up there and fish those bridge pillars where we were catching all those fish at. I couldn't even keep a bait in the water up there. I don't know, we might anchor in a couple more spots, but we're definitely gonna finish the day out up there on those bridge pillars. We had to stop back by the boat ramp real quick, but we're not loading the boat up and going home. If you guys remember the rod racks that I built earlier in the video, well, the guy that I built those for is gonna meet me here at the ramp. So we're gonna get these out of the truck real quick, and then we're gonna head back out and do some more fishing. What's up? I had some fender washers. I figured I only had a few of them. I figured you could put the big ones on the back since everything's gonna be going this way, you know?
Truck, I can still put them in the hatch, though, don't I? But I think it's just more flimsy back
Yeah,
here.
that's the boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not this, it's the boat. You might do better putting, I bet this wouldn't have that flex in it.
It's got a little bit, believe it or not, because yeah, you can move that rod.
All right, y'all, so if any of you guys don't know who this is, tell them who you are, Dave.
Catfish Dave.
Catfish Dave on YouTube. Y'all check him out if you don't know who he is. But yeah, I built him some rod racks. He's gonna put them on his boat over there. We're gonna run out here and do some more fishing before we head home. So we don't have a whole lot more time to fish today, but before I leave, I want to drop a few more baits on this bridge and see if these fish are still biting like they were this morning. Catfish Dave is over there catching some skipjack to use on a fishing trip tomorrow. That's about where we was catching them. Fish. Come on. I mean, that was instant. They're still down there. Oh, he just nailed it. Oh, there he is. I got him. Don't feel like a very big one though, but they're still down there. You just catch them like that all day long. Eaters, even though you ain't supposed to eat them out of here. He was wrapped around the wall. You did find him, didn't you? There he is. A little, I think it's more than 5 pounds this time. I mean, it's there must be thousands of them down there. It ain't bad. Ain't bad. I thought it was a small one, but it's pretty good fish. He surprised me. I thought it was another one of them 2 or 3 pounders. That's a decent little fish. Man, he fought. That was the hardest fighting fish of the day. He fought a lot harder than that.
Yeah,
30.
look at him.
He does?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Right there.
Well, he sure does, don't he?
Yeah.
Somebody's heart got broke right there. There we go, guys. 16 pounder. He really surprised me. I thought it was another one of them 5, 6 pounders, and he took off. He felt a lot bigger than he was. Now he pulled. He took some drag. Them fish, a lot of the fish that I've caught today didn't fight much, but they must be getting ready to turn on now. They're starting to feel good. All right, so we're gonna bait up one more time, and then we've got to get on the road and head home. It's hard for me to leave these fish biting like this, but I'm getting tired, and we definitely need to get on the road. There he was. There he is. That's a little one right there. I can tell by how he's jerking on it. There, I got him though. Hey, I got some skipjack that I ain't got room for. You want them?
Yeah, I'll take it. And I'll try to catch a catfish.
How you like that new trolling motor?
Oh, I ain't tried it. No heavy current yet. I'll fix it.
Uh-oh. We're having wreck. Yeah, I got that cooler packed. I mean, I can't put any more in it. And I don't have much ice in here, so dump them out. We gotta go. I got a 3-hour ride, man. It ain't bad on the way down, but it's terrible on the way home.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna try to spot lock. I think this 55 pound thrust will hold.
That's all mine is. Let's see. I'm going upstream 0.87, and that's.
So you think it'll hold it?
Yeah. All right, man. Be good. So it's about 12:30 a.m. We finally made it home. As bad as I want to go in here and go to bed, I've got about 50 or 60 skipjack that I've got to get put up tonight. That's the trick to having good quality frozen bait, is getting that stuff in the freezer as quick as possible. But we had another great day out on the river. I want to thank all you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. God bless you all. We'll see you next time.